Welcome back into KCBD Sports Extra. I'm now joined with the Christ the King Golden Lions, who are this week's End Zone Team of the Week, in the studio for the first time after defeating KPA for the first time as well to remain undefeated. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Corey Porter and a couple of those Golden Lions. Coach, starting off, first time Christ the King has been in the studio as End Zone Team of the Week, but they were named it back in 2007 before we started actually bringing in teams, and you were actually a part of that 2007 team. Just talk about it being a full moment, a full circle moment with you and these guys behind me.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome when you think about it that way. That was my junior year. That was actually our district opener that year as well. So it's really just kind of a big full thing. We're almost at the 20-year mark at that point too. So it's really cool. It's really special to be a part of it then and then be a part of it with these guys now.
And then y'all are one of 5 remaining undefeated teams in our area. And after 8 weeks of play, that's really hard for a lot of teams to say. Talk about how much success y'all have set y'allself up in at this point of the season.
Yeah, you know, we try not to think about it being undefeated. We just, each week we're going in 0-0. You know, I think there's probably a lot of questions, who we played earlier in the year, but we finally got to go up against a really good team in KPA. All the credit to them on Friday. And we were able to face a little bit of adversity and come through. So I hope for them they build some confidence off of that. But we're not looking back at it anymore. We're ready to move forward.
And y'all beat Las Buddy, then turned around and shut out the West Texas Tornadoes. And I'm sure we're kind of eyeing that KPA game as it was inching closer and closer. Just what was the message to your group heading into that ball game Friday?
We just told them KPA is a great team. We got to take care of our business. We had a good game plan coming in. We didn't change up much. We kind of did what we did. We are who we are. Credit to our guys up front, Chris and Eric. They're the guys that really set the tone on defense and really got after the quarterback. And that's kind of been our message all year. If we can get after the quarterback, we can take care of our business in the back end, that we'll have some success. So they've just been doing everything we've been coaching them to do, and it's working out for them so far.
And then looking at the game itself, it started out a little back and forth, but then the offense started to explode. The defense started shutting things down. Walk us through what y'all were seeing as the game progressed to be able to kind of just shut that door in the fourth quarter and get the first CTK win over KPA.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it all week. KPA is a really good team. They're going to get their opportunities. We just needed to find a way to respond, and that if things got out of hand early, we just had to build back up and then just be patient and then just keep chipping away. That's just kind of been our thing all year. Again, KPA is a really good squad. They had some injuries coming into the game and then during the game, but you know, we just kind of stuck to our guns and just kept trucking away, and eventually things kind of worked out for us. Like I said, offensively, we were able to get in a groove. They're starting the second quarter, going into the third, and then defensively, everything kind of worked out. You know, we saw what we expected to see, and I thought we responded really well.
And then looking ahead at next week, y'all are hosting SJCA. Talk to me about that game plan leading up to the game to potentially put y'all. I know you said you don't look at undefeated, but 7-0.
So San Jack's a really good team as well. They do things very differently. You know, KPA wants to spread you out, throw it all over the place, whereas San Jack, they try to put you in a phone booth and they want to run it right at you. So it'll be a good challenge for us. Really good, different change of pace. We just got to stay disciplined and be hungry and be ready to rock and roll.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll hear from a couple of those Golden Lions. Oliver, End Zone Team of the Week, beat KPA for the first time ever. Y'all may have been looked at as the underdogs headed into that one. Just talk to me about what it meant to you when the final whistle blew and y'all were the team who came out on top.
I would say it was just a really, a moment that made me very proud of our team. Like, we've been looking to this game all season long. It was pretty much our goal. And then it was just such a great feeling of reward and success once we finally beat them for the first time in our school's history for varsity.
Fourth quarter, y'all started to pull away and really open it up. What were y'all seeing, whether it was with y'all's offense or even on y'all's own defensive side, being the leading tackler that gave y'all so much success in that fourth quarter?
Well, I would really say special teams. Like John, he got 2 kick return touchdowns. Those were great. He kept finding the gaps. But then, I mean, all around, we were just pretty well-rounded in the fourth quarter. Our defense did a solid job, and then our offense was staying consistent. And, you know, I think we just we had a lot of moments where we were able to do the right thing in the right moment that ultimately helped us win.
And then going off that question, in the fourth, you break 3 tackles right in front of our end zone. You looked like a Golden Lion on an absolute mission. Just walk me through that touchdown and putting your team up even more.
Yeah, so for that play, it was supposed to be a sweep to the left, and so I got the ball, I was going, and then that KPA defensive end on my side, he like ran straight to where I was supposed to go. He did a very good job reading it, and so I just decided to go the other way. And then I kept going. I made contact with one of the defenders. I just kept moving my feet, did whatever I could to keep going, and I eventually broke free. And I did a little jump at the end, and I just got in the end zone.
And then last question for you. Up next, hosting SJCA. What's the mindset with this Golden Lion group behind me as y'all look to go 7-0?
I'd say it's the same as it's been all year. We're just going to stay focused in practice, do whatever we can, follow our game plan, and we'll just adjust however we need to in the game and find a way to win as best we can.
John, end zone team of the week, beating KPA for the first time, undefeated. Just talk to me about these guys behind you and what they mean to you.
I mean, they're awesome. I mean, it's like another family, right? We spend so much of our time together, especially practices, especially Mondays and Tuesdays. We go a little later, so we're getting home late. So really most of our time is spent with these guys. So it's a family. We're all working together. We're all looking to achieve the same thing, and we all love each other. So it's good.
And then looking at that game, you had yourself a touchdown headed into the fourth quarter to give y'all the lead, and you were not going to let anyone take you down, just pinballing. What was going through your head as you're trying to get into the end zone, but you're just pinballing after over defender?
I looked at it, you know, end of third quarter. It was right before the buzzer, so we're looking to catch them off guard. We just run a nice little run, and I mean, through my head, it was just keep on trucking. They caught me from behind, but I don't know. I just wanted to keep going, and I did, and I ended up scoring. I was very happy. I was so proud, and I was like, yes.
Of course, and then on the defensive side, you know, the secondaries, linebackers, they were there with the big stops. The line had multiple quarterback sacks. Coach said that was a key in this one. What were y'all seeing with that KPA offense that just allowed y'all to have so much success shutting them down?
I mean, the biggest thing was, especially once their running back had gotten hurt, they don't like to run the ball. They're looking for the pass, so we're always going to be watching for the pass, and in doing that, we're able to stop them every chance we can.
And then last thing for you, given everything we've talked about, everything you've heard Coach say, what is the one thing you want people to absolutely know about this team when it comes to the Christ the King Golden Lion football team?
That we want it. That if any year that we're going to do it, this is the year, and that we want it, and we're going to come for it.
The Christ the King Golden Lions are this week's End Zone Team of the Week, 6-0 on the season, beating KPA for the first time ever. Up next, they host San Jacinto Christian Academy Friday night at 7 o'clock. Stick around, I'll have more KCPD Sports Extra when we come back.